Good morning, children. Today we will learn about the new chapter, chapter 5, acids, bases and salts. In the previous chapter, you learned about the chemical reactions, right? So here you are learning about the acids, bases and salts. And see here, children, the nature has provided us with many elements. So what is in the elements? Elements, they are made up of single atoms. That means they are unbreakable into small particles. Okay, and these elements, if two or more elements combined together, then what forms? Then forms the compounds. Then compounds form. Okay. And now I will explain what is acid, base and salt. Acid means they are sour in taste. They are sour in taste. And bases, they are bitter in taste and soapy to touch. And when these, they are bitter in taste. When this acid react with the base, then what forms? This is salt. Okay. So acid react with the base, then we will get a salt. Okay. Now I will explain the properties. What are the properties of acids? Acids. See here, acids generally they are colorless. What? They are colorless generally. Okay. Then they are sour in taste. Sour in taste. And then they are good conductors. Okay. Good conductors of electricity. Good conductors of electricity when they are in solution. And then they actually corrosive in nature generally. Okay. Corrosive means they damage our skin. If it falls on our skin, then it damages the skin. Corrosive. And there is a caution. See, which caution? That is actually we used to dilute the acids. In the laboratories, we are mostly dilute acids are using because the strong acids are very strong and it will harm us. So when we are diluting the acids, be careful, never add water into the acid. If we are adding water into the acid, then it may spill out and damage our skin. Okay, so that instead of adding water into the acid, what we have to do? We have to add slowly and very carefully, drop by drop, acid into the water. But that time water, it should be continuously stirred well. Okay. Then adding drop by drop the acid into the water. This way we are diluting the acids. Okay. Understood the properties of acids. And then here one more it is there, when this acid, how we will come to know that whether it is an acid, base or that is by the indicators or by with the litmus papers. That I will explain later. Once I explain the indicators, that time I will tell you how it will be. Okay. So these are the general properties of the acids. Understood, children? Now the next topic is in 1800, a Swedish scientist, Svante Arrhenius, he said that water can dissolve many substances. Okay, water can dissolve many substances. That time, this when this acid contains water, hydrogen. Okay, acids contains hydrogen. And when this acid dissolve in the water, what happens? This hydrogen dissolve in water and it dissociates into hydrogen ions. So it gives the hydrogen positive hydrogen ions it gives. Okay, this is the positive hydrogen ions. This way, and on this basis we can divide the acid into number of types. See, on the basis of source. Source means from where it gets. The acids are divided into two types. They are of mineral acids and organic acids. Okay. So the mineral acids we can say that they are inorganic acid also, otherwise known as inorganic acids. Okay, these mineral acids, they are obtaining artificially from the minerals. Okay, from the minerals, obtaining artificially. And these minerals, where it is present, it is obtaining it. You can see these minerals in the soil or in the earth, right? And from there, this mineral acids we will get. That these hydrogen ions, it mix with that, then we will get the mineral acids. Example, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, that is the sulfuric acid. Then nitric acid, then even hydrochloric acid. These are the mineral acids. Okay. And now if we talk about the organic acids, they are getting that means naturally. Okay, naturally from the organs. Organs means from the plants and animals. If we speak about this plants giving us this citric acid. Okay, citric acid, that is getting from the citrus fruits. And then this animals, if we speak about formic acid. Formic acid, actually that is getting from the, if we see insects, that bee stings, if the bees sting on our body, then we get a pain, right? Very sensational pain it is, and that pain is because of the formic acid. And even and when it bites us, that time also we get this kind of pain, formic acid. Then lactic acid. Okay, lactic acid. So these are the acids getting from the plants and animals. They are organic acids. Understood? Mineral acid and organic acid. These acids are classified into mineral acid and organic acid on the basis of the source. Now again they are divided on the basis of the strength. Okay, on the basis of strength. They are again divided into strong acid and weak acid. Okay, here this strong acid, actually they dissociates. That means when this acid, it already I said it contains the hydrogen, positive hydrogen ions, right? So that will be, if we are adding in water, what happens? These hydrogen ions, that means these acids, strong acids, completely dissociates. They completely dissociate. Dissociate means separate. Okay, they separate out and gives hydrogen ions. Okay, then they gives hydrogen ions. They are strong acids. It means they contains more hydrogen ions. And if we are talking about weak acid, they won't completely dissociate. only part of it dissociate, and so they contain less amount of hydrogen, lesser amount of hydrogen ions. Okay, they contain more amount, they contain lesser amount. So here strong acid again, this is hydrogen, sulfuric acid, then nitric acid. Okay, here the lesser weak acids, so they contain only less amount. So they are actually which acids? Mostly the acetic acid. Okay, acetic acid, citric acid, they only. And now this one, it is on the basis of the strength. Then again they are classified on the basis of the quantity of water, on the basis of quantity of water. Quantity of water. So see, generally I already told you, right, this we are diluting the acids, right, diluting the acids for using for handling. Okay, because they are very strong. So on the basis of the quantity of water present in it, the acids are divided into concentrated, and they are again divided into two. They are concentrated and dilute acids. Okay, concentrated and dilute acids. That is on the basis of the quantity of water. So here in concentrated acid means they contain less amount of water. Less amount of water. And in the dilute acid, they contain more amount of water. See here, this more amount of water, when we are diluting it, actually it is this one, aqueous. We can say that such solutions are known as aqueous solutions. Aqueous solution means here the water is more, water only the solvent. Okay, in this solution water is the solvent. And here this aqueous solution, actually this dilute acids, for example, if we can say that carbonic acid. Okay, carbonic acid, it means what is carbonic acid? Carbonic acid mostly you can see in the aerated drinks, soft drinks, in that carbonic acid only used. And even this pure rainwater, that also be contain pure rainwater, that also contain this carbonic acid. How? See, the rainwater, we know there is a water, okay, H2O, and then it mix, when it fall down, it mix with the atmospheric carbon dioxide. Okay, atmospheric carbon dioxide. That time how it forms? Hydrogen, it is H2, right, and carbon 1. And oxygen, how many molecules? Here 3 are there, right? So this one, this is H2CO3. It is the carbonic acid. So this is the pure that rainwater. It is also slightly dilute acid. Okay, as acidic because of the carbonic acid. Now understood the dilute acid and the concentrated acid. That why we are diluting the acids? Because the acids are very corrosive in nature and they will damage our skin. So for handling that, we are adding water in it. Okay, understood these properties? The properties I explained, they are mainly sour in taste and they are good conductors of electricity, and these acids, they are divided into different 3 groups on the basis. See, first group on the basis of what? The sources. Okay, on the basis of the sources, they are divided into mineral acids and organic acids. Then second one on the basis of the strength. On the basis of strength, the acids are again divided into what? They are strong acid and weak acid. Then third one, on the basis of the quantity of water, they are divided into concentrated acid and dilute acid. Understood, children? Now in the next class I will explain about the reactions as well as the properties of the bases. Thank you, children.